the really spiritual mindsets to our life, where she reminds us this week that what we see is not it. This world is not everything that there is, and that we very much live as human beings who are body and soul composites, live in this world, but also live affected by what happens in the spiritual life all around us that we do not see. The reality of the angels, good angels, and demons, bad angels, that are constantly in this battle against and over us. But today, in a very special way, we remember these three archangels, the only really that we actually know the names of, and that appear in Holy Scripture. Raphael in the book of Tobit is known as God as healer, as medicine. You have Saint Michael, which we heard in the first reading today, he who defends us in the spiritual battle, who is like unto God, that the smallest of angels becomes the biggest and most powerful because of his humility. And now he stands up against he who was the most beautiful of angels and now is the most powerful against the angels, leading that army against the army of God. And then we have Gabriel, who we know obviously to be God's messenger, who gives the beautiful message to Mary and to Zechariah. There's something beautiful about that reflection on who the angels are. Raphael, Gabriel, Michael, all end with the EL at the end, always in reference to God. That they are only in reference to God. That they know who they are and what their mission is because of God. And that because they're constantly in the presence of God, loving God, adoring God, listening to God, they are sent on mission. And they can go out and speak and heal and protect in the name of God, under the direction of God. Unrepeatable missions that they were created for, just like all of us. All of us who are created and know who we are only in reference to God. And unfortunately, we see in society what happens when we take God out of the picture. And we find people spending their entire lives changing themselves in some very drastic ways to find themselves and know who they are, because they don't do so in reference to God. We are only in reference to God. We know ourselves and we know who we are only because we were created by God, for God, and we know who we are and what our mission is. When we live in that relationship with God of intimacy, gazing upon him always, listening to him speak, and we then can know what it is that we were created for and how it is that our mission on this earth is to be carried out. And as we follow their example, we also take hope and courage and confidence knowing that God sent them to protect us, to guide us, to intercede for us, to bring us God's message. That they were sent to help us on the journey as well. That we don't do this alone. We follow their example, and we take hope and courage in their help as they lead us to the Lord.